Anti-fish farm activists are accusing mainstream Canada of escalating the tension between the two sides after an altercation on a Port Alberni dock. It happened as diseased salmon were being unloaded from a boat by mainstream employees. An activist approached them with her video camera rolling, and that's when she says an employee got rough. CTV's Gord Kurbis reports.
It's amateur footage that is somewhat shaky but shows an unpleasant encounter between a fish farm employee and an anti-salmon farming activist.
Who are you?
Thanks.
Hey, don't touch my camera.
Thanks. Can you just back
What's your name and why are you touching me like that?
Can you back
This is a government dock and you are being aggressive to me.
The incident happened yesterday morning in Port Alberni at a facility where infected salmon were being transferred for disposal. The person behind the lens is Anissa Reed, a co-founder of the Salmon Are Sacred movement.
I'm a pretty smart person. I know where our workspace is, and I was well out of the way of getting in. I was well back from getting in anybody's way.
The 560,000 Atlantic salmon came from the Dixon Bay farm north of Tofino. The farm had been under quarantine following the discovery of Invectious Haematopoietic Necrosis, or IHN. The quarantine was broken previously by one anti-salmon farm activist, and mainstream Canada says the quarantine also extended to the facility where the salmon were being disposed of.
Our employees had put danger, do not enter tape around areas where people could walk through doors, etc. They also had people there in vests, safety vests, so that if people came by, they could flag them down and ask them what they were doing and tell them that this was an isolated area and to please stay away.
But Reed says there was no sign or any indication of a quarantine at the Port Alberni facility. She says the mainstream employee at the site was being aggressive.
And you are being aggressive towards my physical personal space.
In the video, the company employee makes a call to RCMP saying the workers are being harassed by the trespassers. Reed says they were only there to observe and to get information.
What's happening to this virus, you know? The public deserves transparency here.
Reed's video shows the worker putting tape up after their encounter. She also questions why, if the area was supposed to be secure, Port Alberni's mayor and a First Nations representative were allowed into the area.
They were taken in safe areas and in places that were okay to go.
Reed says she's hoping for a written apology from the mainstream employee, something she is unlikely to receive. Gord Kurbis, CTV News.
I recorded you doing it.
And a second BC salmon farm has now been quarantined due to the IHN virus. This one is on the Sunshine Coast near Sechelt. It is owned by Grieg Seafood. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency quarantined that farm late yesterday. There are more tests being done to confirm that the virus is indeed present before any cull at that farm takes place.